Hi, thank you. We welcome His Highness and Shri Anil Vijji. We started with visapassport.com. It's an online platform where we planned to teach students for IELTS and send students abroad and help them in getting affiliations abroad on study abroad. So that venture, we forwarded it, we upgraded it to a purely online venture where where in future we'll have close to about 500 odd teachers teaching all kinds of subjects online. Like every minute, every hour, we'll have online classes to joining. Students can join right away. This is Visa Passport, a brief, simple snapshot of it. Then Jaggeros started. We just sent a sample to Dubai, and we got a call from Mr. Kabir that the Sheikh sir wanted to taste it again. And then we took the first flight, and we by chance got a meeting assigned with the Sheikh, and he liked it so much that he thought he would market it through UAE. So the product will be marketed through UAE. The first store of Jaggeros will open up there in Dubai itself, and premium upcoming malls also. And further, what is it? Yeah, ShePays. Sorry. ShePays. Andesh can take over with ShePays. That's a neo-banking platform where we empower the women of India who doesn't know how to do mutual funds and a lot of banking opportunities which are missing from the women part. So the banking. So Andesh can put a light forward to that. And thanks, Sheikh sir, for giving us this opportunity and making us feel privileged to associate with you with Majestic India.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Andesh Bhatti. I represent Majestic Investments India. I welcome Sheikh sir and Anil. So as part of this investment fund from India, I mean, all my partners come from various backgrounds, whether it is media, telecom, automation, technology, and so on. We look forward to investing in various startups in India. I mean, you already know that the venture capitals is scaling every day. I mean, in last 5 weeks only, we have 10 new unicorns in the country. So Sheikh sir wants to be part of this journey for India and with India. We also want to be part of his vision, and we want both the countries to grow with the empowerment, whatever support we get from Sheikh sir and overall investment fund. Thank you very much.
And now I would invite Mr. Puneet Nanda, who's our fourth partner, who also has experience in diverse industries in past few years. And from last few years, he's been closely working with farmers of rural India and taking the agricultural economy to another level. He's into big time exports of fruits and vegetables, and also he's doing sandalwood farming in Andhra Pradesh. Doing something for the rural India and for the agricultural economy, in the entire nation. I would request him to come on dais and tell us about his story and what is his vision about food and hospitality industry going to, especially if I talk about United Arab Emirates. Thank
you. Honorable Sheikh Saab, Anil Vijji, all the guests present over here. Well, हिना जी ने मुझको यहाँ इनवाइट किया है अपने बारे में बताने के लिए, लेकिन शायद मैं दोस्तों यहाँ अपने बारे में नहीं बता रहा, और भाषा भी जो मैंने चुनी है वो हिंदी में इसलिए बोल रहा हूँ क्योंकि मेरे बहुत से यहाँ पर मीडिया के दोस्त हैं जो हिंदी भाषी हैं, और उन्होंने स्पेशल बोला था कि हमें कुछ हिंदी में भी चाहिए, इसलिए मैं यहाँ हिंदी में बोल रहा हूँ। मैं यहाँ अपने बारे में यहाँ ज़्यादा नहीं बता रहा हूँ। हाँ, बिल्कुल ठीक बोला हिना ने कि हम एग्रीकल्चर में काम कर रहे हैं। ऑल्दो एजुकेशन से मैं एग्रीकल्चरिस्ट तो नहीं हूँ, लेकिन एक बहुत अच्छी मैंने एक सेइंग पढ़ी जहाँ लिखा हुआ था कि आई वॉज ए बॉर्न फार्मर बट एजुकेशन स्पॉइल्ड मी। पैदा तो मैं किसान ही हुआ था, मेरे को शायद पढ़ाई ने ख़राब कर दिया। एग्रीकल्चर, हमारी भारत की इकोनॉमी एग्रीकल्चर के ऊपर बेस्ड है। हम एग्रीकल्चर करते हैं। आज भी 60 से 70% फैमिलीज हिंदुस्तान की एग्रीकल्चर के ऊपर बेस्ड है। लेकिन फिर भी हम कई बार देखते हैं कि किसान को, उत्पादक को अच्छी कीमत नहीं मिल रही है। लेकिन अगर हम इसको थोड़ा सा आगे बढ़ें, इसकी प्रोसेसिंग के ऊपर जाएं, इसको एक्सपोर्ट के ऊपर जाएं, तो हमें बहुत अच्छा मिल सकता है। जैगरोज हमारा जो प्रोडक्ट है वो भी इसका एक उदाहरण है कि हम कैसे इसको आगे बढ़ा सकते हैं। यहाँ पर मैं ज़्यादा अपने बारे में नहीं बोलने आया हूँ, यहाँ पर मैं ज़्यादा आप लोगों के हित के लिए बोलने आया हूँ। तो आज यहाँ हम मैजेस्टिक इन्वेस्टमेंट में कर रहे हैं या शेख साहब कर रहे हैं, उसके बारे में यहाँ बोलता हूँ। मैजेस्टिक इन्वेस्टमेंट एक ऐसी कंपनी है जो शेख साहब की कंपनी है, जो कि यूएई से यहाँ पर आए हैं दुनिया के अंदर वहाँ पर प्रोडक्ट्स को लॉन्च करने के लिए, उनके साथ टाई अप्स करने के लिए, और पूरी दुनिया के अंदर प्रोडक्ट्स चाहते हैं कि उनको एक यूएई के अंदर प्लेटफॉर्म मिले। उस प्लेटफॉर्म को प्रोवाइड करने के लिए इनकी मैजेस्टिक इन्वेस्टमेंट्स फर्म कंपनी है जो वहाँ जहाँ से ये करते हैं। लेकिन यहाँ से, हिंदुस्तान से और बाकी जगह से रोज़ इनको इतने प्रपोजल्स आते थे और फिज़िकली एक ऑफिस के लिए ये पॉसिबल नहीं था कि हर एक को स्क्रीन किया जाए। और वहाँ पर बहुत से ऐसे लोग होंगे। मैजेस्टिक्स इन्वेस्टमेंट इंडिया मैजेस्टिक इन्वेस्टमेंट की एक पार्ट है जिसका आज हम यहाँ एमओयू साइनिंग के लिए आए हैं। अभी कुछ ही देर बाद रिस्पेक्टेबल ऑनरेबल अनिर्विद जी की प्रेजेंस के अंदर हम यहाँ पर वो मेमोरेंडम ऑफ अंडरस्टैंडिंग साइन करेंगे। ये मेमोरेंडम ऑफ अंडरस्टैंडिंग इस बात को प्रमाणित करने के लिए है कि मैजेस्टिक इन्वेस्टमेंट इंडिया के साथ एक एमओयू कर रहा है कि जितने भी भारत से लोग या कहीं से भी यूएई के अंदर काम करना चाहते हैं, उसके लिए शेख साहब ने यहाँ आने से पहले अपना भारत का ऑफिस चंडीगढ़ में अभी इनॉग्रेट कर आ रहे हैं। मेरे ख्याल से ये एक बहुत गर्व की बात है, खास चंडीगढ़ वासियों के लिए, कि यहाँ पर एक शेख साहब का ऑफिस खुला है, हिंदुस्तान का पहला ऑफिस। और शायद इसके लिए मैं आप लोगों से तालियों की गुजारिश करूँगा। तो इस ऑफिस के खुलने के बाद कोई भी व्यक्ति जो यहाँ से दुबई में, यूएई में, कहीं पर भी अपना बिजनेस, या शेख साहब के इतनी जगह पर हैं जहाँ पर भी वो काम करना चाहते हैं, वो कोई भी टाई अप, बिजनेस टाई अप्स, किसी भी प्रकार की प्रॉब्लम्स आ रही हैं किसी भी सेक्टर में, जैसे हिना मैडम अभी बता रहे थे, अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ बहुत हैं। थोड़ी देर पहले स्टेज एंकर भी बता रहे थे कि बहुत ज़्यादा अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ है, क्या क्या वहाँ पर किया जा सकता है। एजुकेशन के सेक्टर में वहाँ काम किया जा सकता है, रियल एस्टेट बहुत बड़ा सेक्टर है, और बहुत कम अपने प्रोडक्ट्स बनाता है और ज़्यादातर प्रोडक्ट्स वहाँ पर आयात होते हैं। तो आयात करने के लिए इनको प्रोडक्ट्स चाहिए और यहाँ से निर्यात करने को लोगों को एक जरिया भी चाहिए जो अपने प्रोडक्ट्स वहाँ पर पहुँचाए। इसी कमी को दूर करने के लिए मैजेस्टिक इंडिया का यहाँ ऑफिस बनाया गया है। तो इसके लिए आप में कोई भी व्यक्ति किसी भी तरह से अगर आप सोचते हैं कि हम वहाँ पर काम कर सकते हैं, उसके लिए आप मैजेस्टिक इन्वेस्टमेंट इंडिया की टीम को यहाँ पर कांटेक्ट कर सकते हैं। हम भाग्यशाली हैं कि शेख साहब खुद यहाँ पर आए हैं जो हमारे साथ ये काम कर रहे हैं उसको स्टैम्प करने के लिए। तो दोस्तों, आपका बहुत ज़्यादा समय यहाँ पर मैं नहीं लूँगा और आप सबसे अभी मैं गुजारिश करूँगा कि हम पहले एमओयू साइनिंग सेरेमनी करेंगे, उसके बाद मैं शेख साहब से गुजारिश करूँगा कि यहाँ आकर वो कुछ हम लोगों के बीच में बोलें, और उसके बाद अनिल विज जी से गुजारिश करूँगा कि वो यहाँ आए। तो सबसे पहले मैं एमओयू साइनिंग के लिए गगन जी, कैन वी हैव द एमओयू एंड साइन ओवर हियर। तो दोस्तों, जोरदार तालियों से एक ये एमओयू हो रहा है हिंदुस्तान के व्यापारियों के लिए, उनको सक्षम बनाने के लिए कि हम यूएई में काम कर सके। और इसके विटनेस हैं यहाँ के जानी माने व्यक्ति श्री अनिल विज जी, जो जिनकी सुपरविजन के अंदर ये साइन हो रहा है। तो जोरदार तालियां इस एमओयू के साइन होने के लिए। तो मैजेस्टिक इन्वेस्टमेंट्स इंडिया की तरफ से गगन जी इसको साइन कर रहे हैं और मैजेस्टिक इन्वेस्टमेंट्स की तरफ से हिज हाइनेस शेख मजीद रशीद उल मुल्ला जी इसको साइन कर रहे हैं। तो थैंक यू सर। आई वुड लाइक यू टू से समथिंग to address them about your journey with us, sir.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hello, brothers and sisters. I'm surprising of the welcoming and warming here in the city as I arrived today. And I am going to talk about my journey to to India actually, to open my first international office outside UAE, as I chose India because of the potential of those people first I meet and the potential of the people, the community, the big community that we have it in UAE, especially in Dubai. There is business growing and growth and the security, and many families moving there since 6 ago and since the pandemic that been started in 2022. It's been ended now, it's about 2 years now, and this give us the how is our country being open in this pandemic days and helping everyone from the tourist, from the visitor, from even the resident, UAE nationality and resident there that been over 100 years, families, generations growing from zero to billionaires coming there and being wealthy. And as the UAE is caring about all the sector, from the security, from family and community, from education, health sector, and I'm welcoming everyone there, and they get our support here as we have our branch, the International Majestic Investment, and our group of Jack Rose and she.com and visa.com. Thank you everyone. And thank you for the minister for welcoming me here.
Now we would, as Team Majestic India, we would like to felicitate few people whom we have crossed paths and have added value to our lives and in the building of this company. I would want somebody to carry the memento and a pack of jaggeros. For the first felicitation, I would like to call Mrs. Shashi Sood. She is the brains and the creativity behind Jaggeros. It is Jaggeros is her baby, her recipe. Yeah, please. Yes, sir, please. And with her, we would like to do a soft launch of this product, wherein we can just open the box. I would request Anil sir to together launch this product with His Highness. Please. Shashi auntie, please join them. So this is a perfect example that any small product, any small recipe can do wonders. A huge round of applause for them, please. Yeah. Now I would like to invite Mr. Jaspal Singh Sidhu, Rotary Club President. Can we have him on the stage? Yes, sir, please. Your round of claps will keep the show alive. Now I would like to invite Dr. Gunmala Chabra from Punjab University and Pooja Nayyar, both of them together on stage. Mr. Tarun Baba Jain, owner of Jain Shawls, and he is also contesting elections from Member for Legislative Assembly. Thank you, sir. Please welcome sir on stage. We also have amongst us Mr. Sandeep Bhalla. He's a businessman from Singapore representing India in a country abroad. Please, sir, welcome on stage. Clapping is a good exercise. Just try to. Mr. Gurdeep Singh, President, United Akali Dal and owner of Barar Finance Company. Jagdeep and Namit Vinayak from Proglen Global. Mr. Mohit from Lyon for his immense contribution in education and recruitment industry. Mr. Uday Mohan, Director of Slide Teams, a US-based company who's made India proud. Welcome, welcome, sir. I feel these IT guys are the modern Aladdins with a magic wand in hand. They can just do wonders. Huge round of applause. Dr. Manoj from Deviate Institute. He is also a member of the NAC committee. Sir, please, Dr. Manoj. He's a true educationist. He's represented India on education grounds in various countries, and he is one of those selected members in the NAC committee who accredits the colleges and universities. A huge round of applause for Dr. Manoj. a young, enterprising interior designer, Miss Natasha. Miss Natasha, can we have you on stage? A huge round of applause for this young talent. And kudos to women entrepreneurs. We need cheers. Miss Nikita, a renowned architect who fulfills the dream of making a house into a beautiful home. Miss Nikita, can we have you on stage, please? I think she's not amongst us today. Can we have Mr. Raja Singh for his immense contribution on various political and social fronts and in adding value to all these grounds? I would like to invite Dr. Sajan from SRS Foundation, and he runs an NGO. I've already met this gentleman, a wonderful human being. And he's from the pious land of Puttaparthi, the land of Satya Sai Baba. Yeah. Mr. Ashwini from Motia Group. Sumit and Naina Tandon. Welcome this. Looks like a young and enterprising team. Yeah, thank you. Mr. Ankush Arora from Uncle Jack's, and this time I need a huge round of applause from the kids in the house. Mr. Ankush Arora. Mr. Ankush Arora is not there? He's not there. Okay. Mr. Sandeep for his contribution in the field of IT and software. Mr. Pankaj Arora, Mr. Pankaj Chaudhary and Gagan Arora from Promise Consulting for helping us with this event and doing the needful. Thank you so much. Thank you. Dr. Dipanjali Sharda, can we have you on stage, please, ma'am? The health fraternity, the doctors, they've been our saviors through this pandemic period. So a huge round of applause again for her. Mr. Surinder Sehgal, a small memento of recognition from our side, please, sir. Mr. Rajiv Malhotra, the famous chartered accountant of this city. Thank you, sir, for keeping the finances safe and giving your advice. Now, this is a surprise moment of recognition, and this is for Mr. Kabir. He is an Indian and has been working with His Highness from past 10 years. Not only has he adapted to their culture, but also he has understood the nerve of that country and also made India proud, very, very proud. Please have a huge round of applause for him. Yeah, also, I would like him to say something for us. This boy is from Yamuna Nagar, and who says that small town kids, they can't do wonders?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Kabir. The name given to me by His Highness Sheikh Majid Rashid Al Malla. Otherwise, my name is Karan Verma. I am from Yamuna Nagar. मैं एक बहुत छोटी सी जगह से हूँ, यमुना नगर से. मुझे 10 साल से ज़्यादा हो गए. मैं यूएई में चला गया था. मैंने वहाँ पे अपनी जर्नी बहुत हार्ड स्टार्ट की थी. उसके बाद जब मेरी बैंक सरकारी जॉब लगी, उसके बाद शेख माजिद वहाँ पे कस्टमर थे, वहाँ पे एज ए क्लाइंट आते थे. तो शेख माजिद को मेरी सर्विस पसंद आई. तो शेख माजिद ने बोला इंशाल्लाह एक दिन चांस दूंगा. तो शेख माजिद ने मुझे चांस दिया. फिर शेख माजिद मुझसे पूछते थे सर कि आप कहाँ से हो. मैं शेख माजिद को गूगल में दिखाता था मैं यमुना नगर से हूँ, बट यमुना नगर अक्सर मैप में प्रॉपर दिख नहीं पाता था क्योंकि इतना ज़्यादा फेमस है नहीं. बट मैंने शेख माजिद को बोला था कि शेख माजिद एक दिन मैं आपको अपने साथ यमुना नगर ज़रूर लेके जाऊँगा. तो शेख माजिद ने मुझे अब की बार मौका दिया और वो शेख माजिद मेरे साथ आए एंड माशाल्लाह बहुत सपोर्ट करते हैं. एंड ही इज़ वेरी गुड. वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट, लेडीज़ को बहुत ज़्यादा सपोर्ट करते हैं. एंड नाउ ही इज़ सपोर्टिंग shepace.com एंड ही लॉन्च जैगरोज लॉन्च करने के लिए स्पेशल यूएई से इंडिया में आए. एंड I really want to thank Mr. Anil Vij also, because Anil Vij I have seen मैंने इनकी बहुत सारी वीडियोस देखी हैं. इनकी अलग एक जजमेंट कोड बैठती है, वो भी देखा है. सो आई एम वेरी इम्प्रेस्ड विद हिम ऑल्सो. सो माई हार्टेडली रिगार्ड्स. थैंक यू सो मच. अस्सलाम वालेकुम व रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातुहू.
अब मैं हमारे गेस्ट ऑफ ऑनर अनिल विज जी से रिक्वेस्ट करना चाहूँगी कि वो माइक पे आएँ और हिज हाइनेस को इंडिया के बारे में कुछ कहें, यहाँ के पॉलिटिकल स्ट्रक्चर के बारे में और यहाँ के इकोनॉमिक स्ट्रक्चर के बारे में. थैंक यू.
आप सबको मेरा नमस्कार. गुड इवनिंग everyone. I am delighted to be here among all of you. I welcome His Highness Sheikh Majid Rashid Al Malla and his core team members from UAE on coming in Union Territory, Chandigarh. Friends, Chandigarh is the best planned city in India, with architecture which is world renowned and a quality of life which is unparalleled. As the capital of the states of Punjab and Haryana, it is a union territory. It is a prestigious city, the face of modern India in Chandigarh, and Le Corbusier executed it. Chandigarh is a truly dynamic and impressive city, which is the epitome of a growing modern and vibrant India. I am happy to share with you all that the administration has taken various visionary steps which will usher Chandigarh into a new era of development. Friends, I am also happy to know, and I have seen, I was present here, that His Highness Company had decided to set up its new office in Chandigarh city. Because many people from Chandigarh work in the company, Chandigarh offers a different kind of advantage, as Chandigarh provides a smooth connectivity to the state of Punjab, Haryana and Himachal Pradesh and Jammu and Kashmir, and investors can get the benefit of free zone also. Chandigarh is the state capital of flourishing states, two states of India, Punjab and Haryana. Friends, Haryana is one of the most progressive states of India, and state is considered an industrial powerhouse of India, with more than 250 fortune companies being based in Haryana. With an area coverage of 1.3% of the country, Haryana contributes nearly 3.94 to India's GDP. With a total population of 2.54 crores, the state per capita income is 2,39,535 rupees, which is double than India's. Industry sector's contribution to GSVA is 30.2%, and FDI in the state is USD 1.7 billion, making its sixth highest FDI in the country. Dear friends, if we talk about the rankings of the state in different sectors, then second rank in logistics is, third in export preparedness, third largest software exporting state, having 5% of global BPO workforce, seventh largest exporting state in India, fourth largest producer of cotton, contribution to 6% of total production in India. The state's strategic location is inherent advantage, and nearly 60% of the state falls under the national capital region, and strong connectivity. Its geographical confluence with freight corridor, Delhi-Mumbai industrial corridor, covering major districts such as Faridabad, Palwal, Rewari, Hisar, Sonipat, Manesar, Gurgaon, and a sizable area falling under Amritsar-Kolkata industrial corridor. Other economic corridors are Eastern Peripheral Corridor, 7 special economic zones, investment regions, and big ticket infrastructure projects with both the eastern and the western freight corridors. Friends, India is last moving in the field of industry and investment sector, and under the leadership of the Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, the work is being done to promote industrialization in India by flagship programs like Digital India, Startup India, Make in India, and Skill India to provide stable and sustainable environment for growth of foreign trade in merchandise and services and creation of employment if foreign trade policy has been implemented. India's foreign trade has been increased by 57.87 US billion dollars. The government of India is working with the slogan of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Vishwas, Sabka Prayas, growing India-UAE economic and commercial relations contributes to the stability and strength of a rapidly diversifying and deepening bilateral relationship between the two countries. India-UAE trade is valued at around US $60 billion. US investment in India is estimated to be around US $13 billion. It is the 10th biggest FDI investor for India. UAE is the 10th biggest FDI investor for India. UAE's investment in India are mainly in 5 sectors: services sector, sea transport, power, construction activities, and construction development, townships, housing, built-up infrastructure, and construction development projects. Many leading Indian companies like HCL, Infosys, Wipro, Tata, Nagarjuna Construction Company Limited, L&T, SR, Punch, Lloyd, EIL, Sobha Group, Indian Oil Corporation, Reliance Industries, SR Group, and banks have offices in the UAE. With all the above mentioned industrial growth and economic development, India wishes to create long-lasting bonds with economic ties between United Arab Emirates and India, which will cement seeds of trust and cooperation. I thank you all for inviting me here today. I hope that we will truly be able to make India happening. And I am also thankful to you that an MOU has been signed in my presence here. And I wish that this will go a long way. This will go a long way in developing business relationships between India and UAE. I again thank you, His Highness Sheikh Majid Rashid Al Mola and his team for coming to Chandigarh and joining this meeting of CII here. I also appreciate the efforts of Confederation of Indian Industry for organizing this today's program. And I firmly believe that this meeting of today will definitely will be benefited to both UAE and India's entrepreneurs, industrialists, businessmen, and other talented persons from India, they all will be benefited from this meeting. Everybody, you have come here for this program. I thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much, sir. And now I would request His Highness to give a memento of thanks to Sir Anil, because this was a special moment for us to have this MOU signed in the presence of both the dignitaries. And not to miss a moment of pride, I would want a picture of all of us with both the dignitaries. It is well said that well begun is half done. So just to announce that, before we actually started, we already have received MOU from Chamber of Commerce Delhi. Can I have a huge round of applause for Majestic India team? Yes, MOU from Yamunanagar Chamber of Commerce. And His Highness is going to meet Chief Minister of Gujarat day after tomorrow, and we are flying along to meet the Chief Minister of Gujarat, and also we will be welcomed by Chamber of Commerce Gujarat. And Anil with sir here, we will also seek a lot of support from Haryana government to make this startup big, sir. And on special request of His Highness, we are inviting a lot of women entrepreneurs, and His Highness is very, very keen to facilitate them to set up their individual businesses and become very powerful in this male-dominated society. Thank you.
And now I would like to call the members of the Sheikh Majid team, led by Sheikh Sultan, on stage, please. All of you, please, sir. Sunil, sir. Every table.
Before we sum up this evening, I have a small, we will also have a round of media questions. I would just request my fellow friends to get ready with their questions. And I have a small story to narrate, that it is very difficult to come forward as a team and start a venture, because to bring everybody on the same page is a very, very difficult task, and somebody has to lead it. And in this team, Mr. Gagan Arora has done it wonderfully, keeping aside our, whenever we were skeptical or we weren't sure, he led the team saying that we are doing it, and that was very affirmative. From the team side, we want to thank him, and for this special moment, I would want to call his mother on stage. Auntie, can we have you on stage? Along with both the leading ladies, his sister and his wife. Please, can we have all the ladies? We are here together as a team just because of him. His Highness, and sir, I would want you to just give a memento to him. A huge round of applause for him.
And if you call a team is a member of two people. So I would like to congratulate and also thank Hina for helping me all through. She's seriously a good support. And I would like to welcome Arunji, kindly, please. And ma'am's father, please. Thank you, Hina ma'am, for taking out all the time out of your busy calls.
एक बार फिर मैं दरखास्त करना चाहूँगा जितने मेरे मीडिया से दोस्त यहाँ आए हुए हैं, शायद आपको ऐसी अपॉर्चुनिटी रोज़ नहीं मिलती है। दुबई से हमारे साथ शेख साहब आए हुए हैं, आप कोई भी उनसे प्रश्न पूछना चाहें, प्लस हमारे साथ यहाँ पर अनिल विज जी बैठे हैं, किसी भी प्रकार का कोई भी मीडिया पर्सन कोई भी प्रश्न पूछना चाहे वो हाथ खड़े कर प्लीज़ पूछ सकता है। In the meantime, I would like to invite Mr. Vikas Jain to receive a special token of appreciation from the team. Mr. Vikas Jain, please. Any questions from media? Can I see some raised hands?
A huge round of applause for our guest.
I'm not deserving actually. It's an honor for me, you people give me this regard.
Since 8 years, Andesh has been funding startups and mentoring a lot of websites and a lot of businesses. He has MobiWeb AI, he has collectsin.com, and he's been a huge investor in a lot of startups. So I would like to thank Andesh and get him forward facilitated for you, please.
Kind attention, please. We have a question.
Hello. As this is your first visit to India, and you have been meeting in maybe some other politicians also. So, what is your first reaction to our country. My question to Sheikh Saab.
Can you ask again the questions, please?
Yeah. Here. So my question is to you. As this is your first visit to India, what is your first reaction to the country, and you are first in Chandigarh? So my name is Shaida and I am from a largely circulated paper, Dainik Bhaskar. Yeah.
My first visit to this city is by the impression that I was not willing, knowing the people how they are here will welcome me, and as we are from Dubai, as it's known as the city, I don't know if they have that much information about it. And I saw many people recognize our country and know how they're successful there, and how they are looking for us to come here to India and discover this beautiful place actually. And it's now I've been here, maybe this is my second day, and I meet a lot of people. It was like hundreds, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. And I am thank you for everyone, and that's it.
Hello, sir. I have a question for you. I'm Dr. Ravinder Malik from the Daily Guardian and a Hindi newspaper. Sir, I have a question for you, that what kind of support you will provide in your country if someone is willing to start business in UAE?
That we are gonna give him the guideline how he will start and opening his business, and will get the support that he needed from the government sector and from the public, where he start and in what city he can afford his willing for a clinic or in the health sector.
This side, Sakshi from Z News. So after COVID, after Corona and everything, it has given a great, huge loss to economy, to the whole world in every sector, may it be Dubai, may it be India. So how do you find starting up new entrepreneurs or starting up new investments or like small businesses is difficult and challenging at this point of time when COVID has already decreased the monetary in every kind? I just want to ask, like, we are encouraging new startups, new business, and we are signing MOUs. But after COVID, how much is it challenging for, like, because COVID has decreased the monetary in the whole world. So how much challenging is this thing at this point of time?
It's by, as you know, everyone, Expo 2020, how is it start, and how is this was in whole the world is looking in the COVID-19. They start this kind of event and gathering everyone from all the world in Dubai and United Arab Emirates.
As an extension to His Highness' answer, I would like to add something. To meet up the challenge that the entrepreneurs are facing in the current scenario, that is why Majestic Investments has opened up one office in India to fund the aspiring entrepreneurs who have a good plan of action, a profitable business in mind, but they just don't do it because of lack of funds. For all such projects, His Highness has given a go-ahead to fund such projects if the team find the projects very promising, and also going to UAE because UAE is the feeder for the world. So when you capture the market of United Arab Emirates, the entire world is open to you. So the profitability of any business is by default ensured if you start up a base in UAE.
Thank you.